Hi guys, how are you? Are you fine? Today we'll discuss about the different sources of drug. First, I will give you introduction to pharmacognosy and crude drugs. So what are crude drugs? These are the drugs that are obtained from natural sources like plant, animals, minerals, and they are generally used such as they occur in nature without any processing except drying and reduction in size. Like we can use bark and all that things, bark, fruit, leaves. Okay, so this is about crude drug. And what is pharmacognosy? It is defined from generally two Latin words, that is pharmakon and diagnoso. Pharmakon means medicine or drug, and diagnoso means to acquire knowledge of something. Like we can acquire knowledge, or we can get knowledge about the drug. And see here also it's mentioned that pharmakon is equal to medicine and diagnoso is equal to acquire knowledge of something. So coming to the next definition of pharmacognosy. There are two definitions. So first one we can consider as it's small in size, like it is a systemic study of crude drug that are obtained from natural origin like plant, animal and minerals. And if we describe briefly, then the second definition is correct. Like it can be defined as the branch of science that involves detailed study of drugs that are obtained from natural origin, that includes names, habitat, collection, cultivation, macroscopical characteristics, microscopical characteristics, physical properties, chemical constituent of the drug, its therapeutic actions and uses, and the different adulterant or excipients whatever used. Okay, so these are the different sources of drugs that are obtained from natural origin, like plant, animals, minerals, marines, plant tissue culture, synthetic and semi-synthetic sources, microorganisms, recombinant DNA technology. Okay, so coming to the first, plant sources. Plant sources is the oldest sources of drugs, and most of the drugs are obtained in ancient times from plants, from different parts like leaves, stem, bark, fruits, roots and leaves. Like see here examples are given, like leaves of Digitalis purpurea are the source of digitoxin and digoxin. So digitoxin and digoxin is obtained from Digitalis purpurea, and the leaves of eucalyptus gives eucalyptus, which is important to component for cough syrup. So again see here another two, tobacco and Atropa belladonna. Here also two chemical substituents are obtained. Okay, so next is flowers and fruits. Flowers means clove flowers will give eugenol, that is used in toothache. Like the same is given for Vinca rosea and rose. And coming to the fruit, senna pod will give anthracene. Like from there anthracene is obtained, that is used as a purgative, that is we can use in constipation case. Okay, same is given for calaver beans, that gives physiogamaline, which is cholinergic agent. Then coming to seeds, like seeds of Nox vomica can be used in case of CNS, like you can use in CNS stimulant, and castor seeds also, it will give castor oil. Then coming to roots, Ipecacuanha roots, which will give a emetine, and it can used in case of vomiting. And for Rauwolfia serpentana, it can be used as an antihypertensive agents. Okay, hypertension means high blood pressure. So coming to the bark part, cinchona bark, which gives quinine, and and quinine is a anti-malarial drug. Then coming to the stem part, Calmette, it gives cornicine, polaramine, polaridine, that is anti-dysenteric drug. Okay, so next, second is animal source. Animal source, here pancreas is a source of insulin that is used in the treatment of diabetes. Sheep thyroid is a source of thyroxine that is used in hypertension, and cod liver is used as a source of vitamin A and D. And blood of different animals is used in preparation of vaccines, like we can use some like ancient medicine we can prefer, like see here some examples are given, like honey and beeswax from Apis mellifera, and this cochineal, that is dried full grown female insects which consist of caramic acid, that is used as coloring agent for foods, drugs and cosmetic products. So third is mineral sources. Mineral sources, these are again of two types. One is metallic and non-metallic sources, and second is miscellaneous sources. So in metallic and non-metallic sources, iron is used in treatment of iron deficiency in case of anemia, and mercurial salts are used in syphilis, and here zinc is used as zinc supplement, and zinc oxide paste is used in wounds and in casemia. And in case of iodine and gold, it's mentioned iodine can be used as an antiseptic, whereas gold can be used as an supplement towards rheumatoid arthritis. Coming to second one, miscellaneous sources. Here fluorine, borax, selenium, petroleum. Okay, these all have different drug activities, different therapeutic activities. So this can be studied from the slide. Okay, so coming to the next, that is synthetic and semi-synthetic sources. In synthetic sources, what happens when the nucleus of the drug from the natural source as well as its chemicals structure is altered, we call it synthetic. For example, it may include imethylene bismuth iodide. And in semi-synthetic culture, when the nucleus of the drug is obtained from natural source, is retained but the chemical structure is altered, means chemical structure will change but the nucleus will obtain from the same drug, so we'll call it semi-synthetic. Here some examples are there, like apomorphine, diacetylmorphine, ethinyl estradiol. Okay, and nowadays maximum drugs are used in semi-synthetic forms. And another that is microbial sources. Coming to this, here Penicillium notatum, like it's a derivative of penicillin which is used as a fungus which will give penicillin, and actinobacteria will give streptomycin. These are all derivative of penicillin. So in case of microbiological sources, we will use the substance that are obtained from biological source or that are obtained from the microorganisms. Next, coming to recombinant DNA technology. Here it involves cleavage of DNA by enzyme and restriction endonuclease. The desired gene is rapidly replicating DNA. Like here, what happen? DNA, RNA will combine both the materials and will form a new material. That may be a bacteria, that may be a virus, whatever. Okay. So currently COVID is going on. In case of RT-PCR test, we are doing these all things. Okay. So one thing I didn't explain, that is plant tissue culture, where we have seen here, you can see this slide. Okay, yes, plant tissue culture. So I am telling about it. So what's plant tissue culture? We are taking a part of plant or a small part we are using, and from there we are separating their tissue, and we are observing in microorganisms which can be used in our body, like some leaves can be used. Okay, so that is called plant tissue culture. Okay, these are the different sources of drugs from natural origin. Okay guys, thank you. If any doubt is there, then you can ask in the comment section.